What is going on, guys? DBG here. Today we are going to be doing a tier list. We are going to be ranking all of the trophy case cards. We're going to be ranking them in a bunch of tiers from need to get all the way down to absolutely awful. And a few of these guys genuinely are awful in a game. But if you guys don't know, again, the trophy case cards are the best cards in the game. You get them for unlocking or for locking in 15 of the trophy case cards. And to get that, you get some incredible cards. I've done one of these. I've gotten Derrick Rose. I think most people have either gotten Derrick Rose or like a Steve Francis. A couple people got Westbrook. But yeah, anyway, now let's get on to the tier list. So obviously we've got all these cards right here. We have all of them in here. We're going to be ranking them in need to get, great cards, good, solid, as well as the awful tier. So yeah, now let's get on to the first player, which is Allen Iverson. So Allen Iverson, if you guys don't know, is not a great card if we're being completely honest. If we're being honest, Iverson is really not it. Like, he's too small. He's 6 foot tall, he's got a tiny player build. And the issue with Allen Iverson, again, is that he comes in the Atlantic set, which is a set for Patrick Ewing. And that's the biggest flaw with Iverson, is that he comes in a set for Patrick Ewing, who is a scrub, who we'll talk about it later. But he's at 97 speed, 97 acceleration, 91 3 ball, which is all pretty nice. He's got things like clamps, clamp breaker. There's just no reason to get him over like a Derrick Rose, if we're being completely honest. There's really no reason to get him over a Derrick Rose. So for that reason, honestly, when it comes to Iverson, I think I'm going to put him in solid because he is a good card. Don't get me wrong, he is a very solid card. The issue is, again, I just don't see any reason to get Iverson. So next up is Alonso Morning, who's got 10 hops, 16 golds, 85 speed for big man, 74 3 ball. Does not seem the worst. Got some nice inside badges. Got some really nice interior defense, 93. He's an 80 steal, 93 block. He's also got some nice defensive badges. Issue is that he's a 6'10 center. If you guys look, he comes with Shaquille O'Neal release. Like, at least Shaq's release is on slow, but he does come with Shaquille O'Neal release, no dribbling, and is a 6'10 center. For that reason, like, I cannot see any reason why Alonso Morning is not in awful. I think he might be up there with the worst of all of these token cards. The guy is an absolute garbage man. Next up, Andrea Bernani. Andrea Bernani only comes with 23 total badges, or 24 total badges, 48 speed and acceleration, not great, but he comes with decent interior, good block rating. He does come with goal leads. Goal limitless range, doesn't matter on a center. Decent post game, 93 3 ball. Magic Johnson release, which is not going to be good. Pro dribble style is absolutely irrelevant on a player with 47 speed ball. I mean, he does have decent ball handle stat, but it's not going to make any difference. Bernani is a fine player. Bernani is an absolutely fine player, and for that reason, I think I'm going to put him in solid. I don't think he's good, but I do think with that 47 speed and the shot and his size, if you got him, no, if you get Bernani right now, he's good. Yeah, if you get Bernani right now, he's in that good play. He might get moved down to solid, but for now, he's going to go into good. Now we've got Antoine Jameson, and I know DFS has gone for this guy, but 10 hops, 19 golds, 81 speed, 93 ball. But his release is Brook Lopez, which is actually a really nice release this year. Pro dribble style. See, not the greatest dribbling. He's just meh. He's just solid at everything. At this stage in the game, he reminds me a lot of the Diamond Lamar Odom, with probably a slightly worse player build than Diamond Lamar Odom. So if we're being honest when it comes to these tiers, I'm putting him in good. I'm not going to put him in great cards. He probably is in great cards if we're talking right now, but it's just, there's a lot of better options than Antoine Jameson. Next up is Arvydas Sabonis, just one of the good big men in this game. 7'3", 7'6 wingspan, 46 speed, so again, the same speed as a Bernani. Yeah, sure, he doesn't come with limitless, but you can put it on him. 84 interior defense, a 93 block. He's also got half brick wall and a 92 3 ball with the Trevor Ariza base. I don't know if that's good or not. I'm guessing it's good. Trevor Ariza base historically has been good in 2K. For that reason, I think just with his height and his just ability, I'm putting him in great cards, and the reason he's not in need to get is I would strongly suggest going for Eastern Conference teams over Western Conference teams. Like, that is the only reason he's not in must get. He's really good. So Brandon Ingram, kind of an interesting card. Got like a 93 ball, 85 speed, bad interior, but really good perimeter defense, good driving dunk. His release is his own, which is pretty nice. It's like 75 from last year. His dribbling's pretty nice as well. In terms of his leaner, he's a Ben McLemore. I don't even know what the Ben McLemore leaner is. It's only him and ML Carr. I have not used it. He's a solid card. He is a really, really solid card. He's going to play good offense. He's going to play pretty decent defense. In general, you would think I'd be more hyped on him. I'm going to put him in great cards. He's going to be either top of good or low of great. He's going to be top of good or low of great, if we're being completely honest. I do think he is a really, really nice card in this game, though. He's one of those two. It's just these cards are all great. Now to the most underrated of every one of these cards in the game. Brandon Jennings. 93 ball, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. Actually not the worst defender in the world. He's got Hall of Fame Blazers leads. He's got silver limitless range. An absolute chick release. Basically like base 98 on quick. Jaw dribble style. He's a basic dunks. He dunks a lot with that 75 dunk. I'm telling you. This is one of the most slept on cards. One of the most slept on. And I'm actually going to put him into great cards. And tempted to put him into the need to get category. Purely because of the division he's in. Because I think completing his division is the smartest thing you can do. Either completing his division or the division. There are 3 divisions that I would say aren't too bad to complete. The reason I would stick with Eastern Conference divisions is that once you complete the 3 Eastern Conference divisions, you go and get yourself Dr. J, who's going to be the best card in the game when he comes out. So which is why I would strongly suggest go Eastern Conference. And Brandon Jennings is a really good player, which is why he's in great cards. Don't get me started on D-Rose. D-Rose, 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 D-Rose. 98 speed, 90 acceleration, 84 3 ball, an unbelievable release. Silver loses leads. He's got clamp breaker. He's got killer combos. Quick first step in Hall of Fame. He dunks on everybody. Shoots the lights out. Has his own size up, which again, the only player that has it. His left right so fast. Kobe escape. Really good release. Telling you, maybe he's not quite as good as last year as far as Derrick Rose is in game, but first player, no question about it, in the need to get. He's like Westbrook, except it's just he's an Eastern Conference player. Which means that for the grand scheme of things, you're better off going for Eastern Conference players. So he's just better Westbrook in my opinion. Next, we've got number 1 mash man, Dikembe Mutombo. 56 speed, 25 3 ball, 98 interior, 98 block. Basically, what this guy is a completely juiced up version of the Rudy Gobert card we have right now, who's the best center in this game. So Dikembe, he's not going to go into need to get, but I mean Dikembe, who is in the same division as Arvydas Sabonis. You get both of these guys, you get your 2 centers sorted till like January if you go for this division. If you're only looking to complete one division, this isn't the bad division to do. It's just, again, he is a Western Conference player, so I can't really put him in the need to get. Next, we've got a guy at 2K always put as a reward. It's Elton Brand. He is a 6'9" power forward with 86 speed, which is pretty good. His release is Elton Brand release, which is not great. I mean, 69 8-3 ball is more than enough to green, but his release isn't great. He can't even really dunk the ball. He's got good post hook and fadeaway. Hook matters a little bit, I guess, but fadeaway doesn't really matter. His badges aren't really good. Honestly, Elton Brand, get right down there with Alonso Morning. Awful. Elton Brand's a really bad card. Next up, we got Gordon Hayward, who again has got a really nice 3 ball. His release is pretty good as well. Normal leaner, pro dribble style. Not the greatest dribbling in general though, but he's got blinders, catches your corner specials, dead eye, midi, space creator, no range tender, really good defensive stats, really solid 3-pointer, as well as some solid defensive stats. Gordon Hayward at 6'8", wingspan's a little bit short. If he could play shooting guard, he'd be probably the best shooting guard in the game. But I'm putting Gordon Hayward in great cards again. He's in that really good division as well. He's in the really good division where you're getting Dikembe, you're getting Hayward, you're getting Sabonis, you're getting Westbrook and Zerbiak. That's a really, really good division to get. If you're looking to just complete one division, 5 of them, that's not a bad division. Again, the only issue is that if you're going, you miss out on Dr. J if you go for that division as quickly as you can. So, really, really good card though. If you want to go West, that should be the first West division you do. Next might be the best individual card of everything so far. So, you're looking, he's got Claymore, you got Catch and Shoot, which is all you really need as a shooter. But he comes with John Wall release, which is one of the best releases in this game, period. He comes with normal dribble style, sure, not the greatest. But look at these defensive stats. With this driving dunk, good defensive badges. Some really, really nice finishing badges. Hall of Fame bully. He's just going to run through people. He's not going to dribble, but the way the game's played this year, the meta, I think that the best small forward in this game right now is James Worthy. So, I would consider saying, because I think he's the best of the individuals, I will put him in the need to get. Like, he's going to be the first guy I get after I get Dr. J. I'm going to go for Dr. J, and I'm going to be getting him. As well as that, he's in the AD division. And by the time Dr. J is available, I reckon these trophy cases are going to be quite easy, and the opals are going to be really what matters. So I reckon I'm going to go for him straight away. So he's going to be the first Western Conference player I do. Worthy's going to be at. Worthy's elite. Next is Jeremy Lin. Just another run-of-the-mill point guard. Release pretty good. Dribble style good. Overall stats really nice. Only goal quick for his step though. So he's like a kind of watered down Russell Westbrook / Derrick Rose. I'll put him in good. He's not bad. He's not great either. Then we get Jermaine O'neill. And this guy might be the damn best power forward in the game. Half bully, dream shake. 86 ball handle for a big man. 82 block. He's got vice grip on half as well. Some great defensive badges in Hall of Fame. Unreal post game. He's got Keldon Johnson release, which is chick. He's not going to really dribble too much. He's going to run through people. Again, the way the meta is right now, this might be the meta power forward in this entire game. And as well as that, he is in that central division, which is, in my opinion, the best division to complete. Need to get. No question about it. Jermaine O'Neill's need to get. Then we got Jordan Poole. I don't really like Jordan Poole release. He comes with trade dribble style, which is alright. He does come with the Pro 3 linear, which again isn't great. 93 speed, 93 starters, 91 3 ball. Can't play point guard. He's 6'4". He has some decent badges that keeps him off worthless. No defensive badges at all, which isn't great. I don't think... I'm going to put him in that Iverson tier. I don't think he belongs in awful, but I think he's not far off being an awful, if we're being completely honest. Now one of the best players in the Atlantic Division, we have got Kevin Mchale. So Kevin Mchale's got that 99 defense, but he has that 7'11" wingspan. An 83 3 ball in the corner with Şengün release, which is greenable. It's greenable in 83 3 ball. He's got not a great driving dunk, but look at his defense. 95 interior. He's got an 80 block with that 7'11" wingspan. Unreal defense badges. Half interceptor. I'm telling you, Kevin Mchale is in great cards. He is an unbelievable card. The only thing is that I would probably save him. You know, I probably will do Atlantic Division second. Because even though Ewing sucks, Atlantic Division still gives you Lin. It still gives you Mchale. It gives you some good players. The problem is that like the Arenas division gives you like Tim Hardaway and stuff. So yeah, I probably will go and do Atlantic second once I go and get my Jimmy Butler this season. Next is Kyle Korver. Again, just another guy. 77 speed, 98 3 balls, pretty nice. All the shooting badges, including gold, lose. He's got not great defensive badges, but not the worst stats in the world. Korver release on quick, which does help. He's the only player in the game with Korver release. Jordan dribble style, which is nice. He's got the basic linear though, which is kind of not great. Especially if you're going to be catching on a slow fade. I think Korver is going to go. Korver's solid. Korver's solid. I'm going to put Korver in good, if we're being honest. I think he's not great, but he is a good player. He's good enough to go into good tier right here. Next we got Manu Ginobili. Shooting guard, small forward. 6'9" wingspan. He just always just moves better than he should in 2K. The problem is that he had a really good release. Gary Trent Jr. release is not good. It's not absolutely horrendous. But he had default swing at one stage. But default swing is one of the best releases in the game. So he went from being like this unbelievable player. Like initially I was like, maybe I go for Manu. Because I'm like, I can go and get Manu and Steve Francis in that division. I was like, probably not, because the reward for that division is not great. The reward was... I can't even remember who the reward for that division was. It was CP3, I think. Was it It might have been CP3. But either way, I really thought this card was going to be it. They changed his release. So Manu, who initially I would have put probably into the great cards, I'm going to put Manu in solid. I think Manu belongs in the solid tier in this section, if we're being honest. Next, we have got Michael Finley, who comes with a Fournier base, which is okay. Pro dribble style. He's got decent speed. His defense is okay. Good shooter. Defense is alright. Clamp breaker. He's got range extender. He's a good enough shooter that I'm going to put him into the good tier. I'm not going to put him into great cards. I think he's good. And then Pages Diak, which is the exact same release as him, is a better shooter than Finley. But I'm going to put Page in good as well. I think they're really similar cards, if we're being honest. Then we have got Rashard Lewis. So Rashard Lewis has got like a weird set shot 4 type release. I'm not the biggest fan of his release. 95 3 ball's good. Every shooting badge. I think he's on that level with those guys. He's tall. Look, he's a 6'10" small forward. But like, I think he's like a Lamar Odom level player. And if you're going for a trophy case, you kind of want more than a Lamar Odom level player. Next, you got Rip Hamilton, who is absolutely chick with that Jaden Springer release, that Jeremy Lin release. Can't really dribble. But what you're getting with him is an absolute lockdown defender. who's going to play lanes really well, who can kind of dunk the ball and shoot the lights out. I know for some reason he never gets range, but he doesn't need it. With these badges, give him bronze or silver range, and Rip Hamilton is going to absolutely cook. He's going to be an elite defender. Rip Hamilton is the worst player in the best set, and I'm going to put him in need to get, because if I put Jimmy Butler in need to get, I have to put Rip Hamilton in need to get, which means I also have to put Brandon Jennings in need to get, because that Central Division for me is a must. The Central Division is a must. Then we had Jefferson. Jefferson is in that Atlantic Division as well, and while the reward for Ewing is a bum, Jefferson's a beast. Greg Brown release is pretty nice. He has Larry Bird upper, which is weird, because he did like have his own upper earlier in the year, or at the start of the year. Really good defense, really good shooter, really good dunker. As far as all-around play goes, he might be better than level 40 Scottie Pippen. That is how highly I rate Richard Jefferson. And I'm going to put Richard Jefferson, I think he might be in the top 3 individual cards. I'm going to put him in great cards though, because I don't think he's going to be quite as good in game as James Worthy, but he's going to be incredible. Then we got Westbrook, basically Derrick Rose 2.0. You'll see the wheel of Westbrook later today. Basically just Derrick Rose 2.0, a really, really good card. Am I do I hate the card? No. Am I the biggest fan? Do I think he's this game changer? Not really. I do think going for a Derrick Rose is better, but again, if you want to complete his division is really, really good, because again, you get Wally Zerbiak, who's really good, you get the 2 Giants, and you go and get yourself a really nice player in Gordon Hayward as well. So I'm going to put him into the great cards category. I'm going to put him in that second tier, because again, just because of the conference he's in, I'm not going to put him into the need to get. And he's also not as good as Worthy for being in that conference. Next up, we have got another point guard in Steve Francis. So Francis, Westbrook, and D Rose are all going to be equal. I don't know which one's going to be better than the other. Ja Morant dribble style, the Francis size, which is still really good. Obviously, Rose has his own one. Half Midi Magician, really good card. I know Splash Edition's going for this guy first, but I still am going to put him into the great cards, because I don't think the division he comes in is great. He comes in the CP3 division, and the CP3 division is a very, very weak one. You just don't want to get CP3. Next up, Steve Nash. And Nash, super fast, pretty good on defense, unbelievable passing, just can't dunk the ball. And while Steve Nash is good right now, not dunking is not going to kill him now, but don't think he has the longevity. I'm trying to think, do I put him in good or solid? I think I'm going to put him in solid. I just don't think he has the longevity. I think by the time he's in a bad division, I think is he in? No, sorry, he's not. He's in the AD division. He's in a good division. So is Poole. I don't know. I'm going to keep him there. I'm going to keep him there. You can maybe argue him in a higher tier. I'm going to keep him there. Tim Hardaway. Not a good card. Not a good card. He's got 96 speed, 96 acceleration. Release Patty Mills, but on normal timing. He's like a much worse version of Brand Jennings. I get it. He's got these great defense stats. He's not going to clamp anybody up. He's 6 foot tall with tiny player builds. He's a worse Brandon Jennings. I'm still going to put him as solid, but I'm not gonna gas him up at all. Now, this is a card that I think is so slept on. It's Wally Zerbiak. So he stayed with the false swing, which is one of the best releases in the game, period. Jordan dribble style is the best dribble style in the game. Motion style doesn't matter at all. He's got the normal size, which isn't great though. Steph Curry behind the back, which is really nice. Every shooting badge, Hall of Fame range, or limitless range. 94 3-ball, really good on defense. Some solid defensive badges. And Wally Zerbiak is going to go right up here into great cards. This Sabonis, Mutombo, Zerbiak, Westbrook, Hayward. That's an elite. That is an elite division. That is an absolute elite division. And now we've got for what is a not elite division, Zach Randolph. He's in the freaking CP3. He's in the CP3 division. Come on. He's Zach Randolph and Elton Brand are in the CP3 division. A 6'9" center who can't really shoot the ball and isn't good at anything. Zebo. I used to love Zebo in 2K. Zebo getting awful. You are terrible. You are absolutely terrible. Then after Zebo is Big Z. Big Zydrunas ilgauskas. 7'3", 7'6" wingspan, 44 speed, 88 3-ball. Good interior defense, a 90 block. He's got half vice grip. Some nice defensive badges. Basically just Mutombo 2.0 with... Not Mutombo 2.0, Sabonis 2.0 with a different release. That's literally what he is. The difference is that he comes in the division with Derrick Rose, Jermaine O'Neill. These guys are all in the one division. These guys are all in the one division. And I think that this division is the smartest thing to do. So which is why I'm going to put them in there. If we're talking about as individual players, because you can't talk about these individual players, because if you just go and pick the 5 best individual players, you don't lock in a division, then you don't get Jimmy Butler who's better than every one of these, if you get me. And that's kind of where the issue is. Then we got Gilbert Arenas, the first opal we have. Really good card. Now, Gilbert's a really good card. Limitless range, good, solid-ish on defense. I would assume we release pro dribble style. Gilbert Arenas is going to go into... I'm going to put him into great cards because as a card, individually, he's really, really good. He's really good, so I'm going to put him to great cards as an individual. The issue is that his division is like Tim Hardaway. I'm trying to think who is in his division. Tim Hardaway, Jameson. Is Richard's in that division. It's just not, it's not a good division. Korver, it's not a good division at all. Which is why Gilbert's a great reward, but he's a little bit lower than maybe you expect. Clyde Draxler, solid. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 87 3 ball, 98 driving dunk. Elite badges. The only issue is that I don't really like Clyde release this year. His dribbling's meh. Can't really shoot the fade, but he's in a ridiculously good division. This whole division is in this tier. He's in that really good Western Conference division. He's in that really good division. And now Himmy buckets. Like, you don't understand how much I'm like excited to get this card. So Jimmy Butler motion style is just defensive stance, by the way. He's at the half bullies. He's gonna run through people. He's got gold leads. He's got bronze catch and shoot, but it's like I literally run with this Jimmy Butler. I've run with this Jimmy Butler at this rating and green threes consistently with him. His release, one of the easiest of time in the game this year. There's a reason why I call him Himmy buckets. He's gonna be the best lock in the game. Gonna be the best defender in the game. He's gonna be one of the best shooters in the game because of his release. It doesn't matter about the hot zones. For me, having Jimmy Butler as my lock, he's going to be in there in my team till January. And he's in the need to get. Forget about level 40 Scottie Pippen. I'm getting Jimmy Butler first. I'm getting Jimmy Butler first before I even think about getting Scottie. Then we got Ewing. And I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, Ewing's going to be the best masher in the game. First of all, no, he's not going to be better masher than Dikembe Mutombo or zydrunas ilgauskas. Got a good driving dunk, good defense. Not a bad card. But, like, he is Patrick Ewing based on slow. Like, he has his release on slow. And, like, for that reason, I think... Like, he has gone to good because he's a good card, but, like, that's all I can put him. And he's not in the greatest division in the world. I know, like, Richard Jefferson's really good for his division, but, like, that's it. That's the only really, really good card in his division. After that, we got Anthony Davis. Like, this dude right here is so good. Like, this, he's gonna be the best big man in the game for a long time. Like, there will not be a better big man in the game than this card till like January, the earliest. Like, he has every defensive badge. He's got some great shooting badges already. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. Again, I will be going for him as soon as the fourth division is available. This is the card I'm going to be getting. So he's the top of great cards. Like, I can't put him in need to get, and the reason I can't put him in need to get is that he's, as far as divisions go, he probably is the fourth best division in terms of players. There's no one great in his division. Like, he's got the division of... I'm trying to think who's his division. No, is he the Zebo division? I think he might be the Zebo division, actually. No, he's the Jordan Poole division. He's like Jordan Poole, Worthy, Steve Nash. Is it maybe Elton Brand and Zebo? Either way, like, it is a weak division. There's a lot of bad players in this division, which is the reason why he's only in great cards and not in must get. Then there's CP3. Like, this just don't go for CP3. Again, in the division with, like, he mightn't be the best point guard in his division. I'm not even joking. I genuinely think Steve Francis, who you get on the way to getting him, is a better point guard than him. CP3, as far as all these rewards go, awful. And I'm not going to talk about any of these 3 dark matters right now because honestly, by the time we're getting these cards, I think they're going to be updated. Larry's definitely going to be updated. By the time we get Larry, he's just release time normal. He's going to be updated. But for me, I would say stick with the East, because I would go East more so than anything. Because if you look at Duncan, sure, Duncan has 20 hot badges, but Duncan has his own release, which isn't great. His stats are good. He's a really good defender, but he's just a normal big. Is he that much better than like AD? I don't think he's better at all than AD. Is he that much better than Jermaine O'neill? No. But if you look at Dr. J, 95 plus in everything that matters. 95 plus in defense, clamp breaker, quick first step, Huff clamps, Huff mini magician, catch and shoot, everything except range extender. Drawn wall release, one of the best releases in the game. Like, this dude is him. So this is the reason why I'm not suggesting Western Conference players, because this guy is going to be the best 2-guard in the game without doubt when he comes out. There's an almost 0% chance, because again, they don't start messing with release timings until like February. And this card here will be out in December. I don't think we get a Dark Matter in packs till All-Star Weekend, but if you play your cards right, you're getting this card in December. You're getting this card January at the latest. And I'm telling you, he's going to be by far the best 2-guard in the game when he comes out. There is no question. The best 2-guard in this entire set is Wally Zerbiak. And there is a night and day difference between Dr. J and Wally Zerbiak. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the tier list. So I would actually just say, need to get Dr. J and solid for Duncan. And then Larry Bird, like, look, unless they update Larry Bird's release, if you don't go for Larry Bird. Larry Bird's just not, his release is not good enough. His release is not good enough unless they update that. Just go for Jimmy and then go for the pink diamonds you like then and some of the opals. And if you get Larry, you get Larry. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the tier list. Let me know which you guys agree with, which you guys disagree with. If we're talking about individual players ranking, I would take Jennings and Rip Hamilton off the need to get tier. I would push Anthony Davis up, Jefferson up, and maybe like Westbrook or Wally Zerbiak, because Wally Zerbiak's the only real good 2-guard. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.